A lifetime in repeat.
So yesterday I made a video discussing the basically full cast of Total Drama Daycare. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But anyways, this video is talking about the possibility of another member going on to the cast of Total Drama Daycare. In the video I mentioned how Jennifer Perch had told us that 11 of our favorite characters are going to be sized down to 4 years old from the original Total Drama cast. And at first I always included Jude in this just because he was aged down, so I always threw him into the mix, but I didn't really think about the fact that he wasn't on the original Total Drama cast. So that means that we are going to be having one more person in the cast. Now, I'm almost 100% certain that this person is Lindsay, just because whenever the original season was announced, Stephanie Ann Mills, the voice actress for Lindsay, posted on Twitter something like woohoo, hashtag Total Drama, hashtag Lindsay. This was right after it was announced, so I'm assuming that it's her. It would make sense for it to be her as well, just because Beth's in this and Beth needs a counterpart. That'll be Lindsay. You know, I would like Heather to be in this. Maybe she'll come in down the road, but as for right now, I don't think she's going to be in the starting cast. It is very possible that they could add people. It's just Jennifer said that there was only going to be 11 sized down from the original cast, so I'm assuming that it's it. We were told that it wasn't a very big cast, so unfortunately it looks like it's just going to be this. I don't really know how this will play out though. I take it we're just going to have random characters, and then we're going to have like teachers and parents and then chef. I'm hoping that they throw a twist at us and make Jude's parent Chris, just because it'd be kind of funny, you know, Chris and Jude have the same voice. Jude's going to be a little baby version of him, so it makes sense. He would sound like his dad, and this isn't canon, so they really can do anything that they want with this. So Jude becoming the son of Chris would not be totally out of the norm, and honestly, it would be pretty cool. It'd be a nice way to include Chris in the story, and I just think it would be interesting to have him in. That's the good thing about Daycare, is that they really can do anything they want with this and get away with it because it's not canon. It's kind of like that Uncle Grandpa Steven Universe crossover. They really did anything, and Uncle Grandpa even said, don't worry, it's not canon. It's just funny that you really can do anything you want in something that's not canon. Total Drama Daycare is a perfect example of that, and this honestly could be a really good season if they execute it well, but what most of us think is going to happen is it's just going to be some mindless humor pertaining to kids. I really hope that's not the case, but let's be real here, it probably is. But anyways, back to the topic of who the last person is going to be. Like I said, I really do think it's Lindsay. I don't really see how it could be anybody else just because of what Stephanie tweeted. And back whenever I made those videos about the characters that were teased, all of the characters that were teased have been in this cast that I predicted, except for Lindsay, just because I didn't think that she could fit. I honestly forgot about her tweet until one of you guys mentioned it, and then also another one of you guys mentioned the fact that it's 11 sized down from the original cast, so shout out to whoever said that. I don't remember who it was. If I found your comment, it'll be on the screen. If not, then I apologize, but thank you. I kept putting Jude with all the other people, and I just wasn't thinking, wait a minute, he wasn't even in the original cast of Total Drama. So the last person, yeah, it's probably Lindsay. It just doesn't really make sense for it to be somebody else. The only person I can really see it being is Heather, just because she's a popular character, and whenever they say original cast, it makes you think of the first generation. And plus, I don't see why they would have anybody from another generation in this. It would feel like they were just kind of out of place, so I feel like it would be good to have this be all season 1. And Heather would be the only person to fit other than Lindsay, because who else are you going to put in this? You know, Ezekiel, like, he's not really affiliated with the other characters other than the fact that he's in the show. So it is probably going to be Lindsay. If I had to pick one character, one person to bet my house on, it would be Lindsay. And if I had to pick somebody to be in that I wanted to be in, like if I had the opportunity to choose the last person, I'd probably still pick Lindsay, just because Beth needs somebody in this, and I feel like Heather, you know, she deserves to be in this, but unfortunately she's not. I would replace Beth with Heather if I could, then that would be a pretty decent cast in my opinion. Honestly, I would have made this cast everybody. There's no reason why this can't be a daycare full of every single Total Drama character. I really feel like that's a huge missed opportunity that they didn't do it. The only thing I could think of is that they didn't want to pay 80-some people to be on this season, but as a whole, I think that would be a really cool idea. I might make another video talking about that, but I really do think it'd be cool to have every single Total Drama character as a baby in this show. They should have done that with a high school or a college, but you know what, guys, I bring that idea up so much, it won't happen. That's for me to dream about. You guys, most of the time with big companies, you don't really get what you want from them. It's kind of like WWE. For those of you guys who watch wrestling, they don't ever give you what you want, and then whenever they do, it's already too late. The hype train's already passed, and they really did miss out. We were lucky enough to get the Daniel Bryan push because he was big whenever they did it, and they are very lucky that they did it, but they're missing out on some other people like Rusev and just other people that they just didn't push at the time. They're missing out on them, and then it's just not good. Roman Reigns was big at one point, and then they waited too long, then they pushed him as this big guy, but we already lost interest, and then we saw what they were doing with him, and we just didn't like it, and that's why Roman gets booed out of the building every time he performs. Fresh TV, Cartoon Network, all of the companies that deal with entertainment tend to do this a lot. Most of them don't really do what the fans want, and sometimes they really can't. Like Fresh TV, I'm sure that they would like to have kept Courtney and Duncan together because that was something that they had to break up because of Cartoon Network, and I'm sure there's other things that they wanted to do. For all we know, they wanted to do a regular season. Cartoon Network just didn't want them to, and they made them do Daycare or Nothing. That is possible. The only reason why I'm just not believing that is because Christine said that they come up with their own ideas. Again, that could be a cover, but we just don't know. If you live your entire life not taking the word of somebody else, then you're going to think that everybody is a liar, so you just gotta trust people at some points. I trust Christine. I think that Fresh really did come up with the concept, and so that's that. They could have come up with the concept just because they thought that was the only way that they could get renewed. Maybe they had kept pitching different ideas all throughout the years, and this is the only one that got picked up. That's a possibility. There's so many different scenarios that could have come out of this, but we can still be upset about it being Daycare. I definitely don't think that you guys should hate on Fresh or anything like that. I really do think that we should give this a chance. It's just that, you know, it's alright if you're against something. Me personally, I don't like the idea, but I am going to give it a chance just because it is total drama, and it could be the funniest thing ever. If this was honestly on like Netflix or something, and they included the crude kind of humor that they did for Total Drama Island, then this really could be hilarious. Seeing 4-year-olds do the stuff that they did in Total Drama Island really would be funny. Obviously not a 4-year-old flashing everybody like Heather did, but other than that, you know, I think that they really could do some funny things in this. We already saw that Jude walks around naked, so it's possible that we really could be getting some of this humor back. And Tom McGillis did say that this is the most fun he's had in years, so maybe that's because they're finally easing up and letting him do some more stuff. I hope that's the case, but we don't really know what's going to come out of this. Again, guys, it's something that we're just going to have to wait and see. It's tough to really get behind this just because the concept on paper is just really bad. I don't really know if it's gonna be good or not. It's really, like I said, it's tough to say. I think it is unfair not to give it a chance, but at the same time, you do, honestly, I think it is justified that we can be upset about it. But again, I don't want you guys to be upset about it or feel the same way as I do just because I relayed something. Definitely have your own opinion on this. You know, if you guys like it, then like it, own it, love it. Tell me that you love the idea. Tell me that you like the idea. But if you don't like it, tell me you don't like the idea. If you don't like it, I still think that you really should give it a chance. But yeah, we kind of got off on a tangent there. It's just kind of something that, you know, it's something that I bring up in a lot of the Daycare videos because it really is a concept that's hard to get behind. But nonetheless, Lindsay being in this season is what's going to be likely. I don't really see how it could be anybody else other than Heather, and I know I keep reiterating that in this video, but I mean, that's really all I see. I don't know anybody else from Island. I'm trying to think of somebody that could be in. Maybe Jeff, just so Bridget can have somebody, but other than that, I don't know. I hope that they bring in more characters throughout the season. I think it definitely would make sense, and it would be a way better idea. We've always wanted something that had all of the characters in it, and you know what? Not necessarily as 4-year-olds, but it's better than nothing. I think the thing that I'm most excited for in Daycare is just to hear Duncan's voice, because we know that Drew Nelson is reprising his role, so I cannot wait for Duncan's baby voice. The dude has an insanely deep voice, so it'll be really interesting to see how he can do this Duncan voice, and if they replace him, I'm going to be triggered. I'm already upset about Brian and Megan, but, you know, this is going to be worse probably. I think that would be really bad, just because, like Brian too, you know, Brian had been with the show forever and everything, and I don't know. I'm not going to bring it up just because it causes drama, but it is upsetting to see that happen to them. From the looks of it though, Drew is in the cast, and I'm very excited about that, and I'm just really excited as a whole to see how their voices sound and everything like that, and just how they act. Also, Fresh, if you guys replace Carter Hayden as Noah for Daycare, expect some pitchforks and some torches, because we're coming to your headquarters. Not literally, but yeah, man, that's really all I have for you guys in this video. I just wanted to talk about this because I think it really is interesting, and it's something that opens up the speculation more. The safest bet is to pick Lindsay for this cast, just because she fits, gives Beth some purpose, and also it just makes the most sense with her tease and everything like that. And Rachel Wilson, the voice of Heather, did say that she doesn't even know about this. I mean, she probably knows by now, but I think she said something about not being asked on Twitter. I made a video about that. You guys will have to search around for it, or there'll be an annotation. I don't know. I usually either forget, or I haven't even messed with the new annotation system, so I might not even know how to do it. But, you know, it's on my channel somewhere if I don't post it, if you guys are interested in watching it, if you haven't already. But that's really all I have for you guys in this video. So please like the video if you did enjoy. Comment down what you think of the video, and in the comments down below, let me know who you guys think that it should be. Again, I think the most likely scenario is Lindsay, but if you guys don't think it's Lindsay, then let me know who you guys think it is in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. The recent sub gain has been seriously ridiculous. I can't thank you guys enough for 7,900 subscribers, closer and closer to 8,000. The goal is to hit it by June 4th, but we honestly might hit it tomorrow, June 3rd. Let's see what happens, guys. I hope that we can hit it soon. So again, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic day, week, and life. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Peace out.
Thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, feel the thunder.